Hello, welcome to From Pain to Power. We're over here, we choose ourselves, we love ourselves, and we trust ourselves. Because when you choose yourself because you love yourself. And when you love yourself, you are going to trust yourself. We are still in our Embodied Truth series, all right? We have talked about embodying self-trust. We've talked about embodying peace after chaos. And now we're going to touch a little bit on hypervigilance and a little bit more about what that entails. I have some affirmation flows for you to speak over yourself and all that good stuff throughout the next few episodes, okay? So continuing off of what we talked about in the last episode, okay? We talked about what hypervigilance looks like, touched a little bit on what that state of being entails, okay? So let's talk a little bit about why hypervigilance happens, okay? We know that it's being in a constant state of heightened alertness and awareness, but now let's talk about why, all right? Hypervigilance often develops after trauma or long periods of stress. Emotional neglect or unstable relationships. For example, those trauma bonds that we talked about, it's narcissistic relationships, narcissistic parents, etc., things like that, right? It's growing up in environments where you had to read the room. We just talked about this in the last episode. Growing up hyper aware because you had to overanalyze people's tones, facial expressions, and behavior so that you felt safe and at peace, because the chaos has you hyper aware. The dysregulation of your nervous system has you constantly waiting for the next shoe to drop. Like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Because you're used to bad things happening, you're used to one thing happening after another. All right. It is not a flaw. That's not a flaw. All right. It is a learned survival response. It is a learned behavior, okay? It is your body trying to protect you. Remember, we talked about how in the Peace After Chaos episodes, we talked about how the body, the mind, and the nervous system will, in the moments of chaos, will conform to your chaos and the dysfunction to protect you so that you can survive in it somehow. And that is actually how smart your body is, because it is protecting you, okay, from the dysfunction. It's so that you can operate in your life somehow, some way, okay? I love you.